Hello and welcome to Access UTV. Today I don't have a pretty leafy background. I have a background of our work truck, and you know, it's Sunday night, it's after 5 o'clock on a Sunday night, and can you see this amazing man in the background still loading the truck, still working? You know, this is day 7 of 7 in a row. Let's not even look at the previous weeks of how many days he works. And so what I'd like to ask you is, are you willing to have gratitude for your partner? And it's really interesting, you know, people say to me, okay, well, you guys have been together for 20 years. Oh my God. And it's like, I look at other people that have been together 50, 60 years, and some of them are just together just because they have to. Others are still together with the yumminess and the kindness and the caring and the gratitude that Glenn and I have for each other. And when I look at our relationship, and when somebody says to me, so what is it that still keeps you guys going? It is that kindness, it is that caring, it is that gratitude for each other. So are you willing to have gratitude for your partner? Are you willing to be grateful for all the little things that they do? Are you willing to be grateful for all the big things they do? Are you willing to be grateful for all the things that they do that show you how you can be more of you? Are you willing to be grateful for all of the ways they be in the world that shows you what choices you're making? Now, it's really funny, like, I remember when Gary Douglas first started talking about the elements of intimacy, and the first time I heard him talking about the elements of intimacy anyway, because, you know, I'm sure he was talking about it years before we came into Access. And he talked about having trust for the other person. And the difference between his perspective of trust was different to how I'd always been taught what trust is. To me, I'd been taught that trust was trusting somebody that they will always do what's right, trusting somebody to always look after you, trusting somebody to always be there when you need them. But Gary talks about it as trusting them to be them, trusting them to choose what they'll choose, whether that be leave the seat up, whether that be to not call you, let you know when they're going to be home, whether that be to trust them to not bring you flowers. Like, I can count on one hand how many times Glenn's bought me flowers in our relationship, and yet I trust him to not bring me flowers. Now, I know that sounds really weird because I love flowers and they're one of the things I absolutely adore having in my home, but I trust that he won't bring them to me. So I choose that if I'm having flowers in my life, I choose to create that for myself. I trust that he's not going to turn up. You know, if I spent my entire life going, well, you know, it's a man's job to bring home flowers for his wife if she likes flowers, then I'd just be constantly in judgment of him for not having bought me flowers. Instead, I go, I desire flowers in my house today. What's required to create that? And I create it for me. So in doing that, I'm trusting him. And hey, you know, occasionally, as I say, on one hand, occasionally he's turned up with flowers. And that's just blown my world away, totally surprised me, been an awesome, awesome thing to receive. And I still trust that if it happens, it happens, but, you know, I don't rely on him to be the provider of flowers in my home. I choose to have flowers in my home. I choose to create that. So I have gratitude for him being him. I have gratitude for him choosing to provide for our family, to do what it takes to provide for our family. And I have gratitude for him being the dodgy, humorous dude he is, as you may have noticed in the last couple of videos he's done. I have gratitude for his body being willing to have the body that does the work he does, which turns out to be quite a yummy body for me to play with too. So, you know, it's like, what do you have gratitude for about your partner? Because when you have gratitude, you cannot have judgment. So that which you have gratitude for, you cannot judge. So if you're not judging something, how much more space and ease is there in your world? So I dare you to find one thing that you have gratitude about your partner for. Did you find it? No? Cool. Alright. Don't make yourself wrong for not finding it. What if you were to look at how they be? Are you grateful that they hang the towel up when they've had a shower? Or are you grateful that they always remember to lock the car in the evening, even if they weren't the last to drive it? Are you grateful that they, I don't know, maybe they always leave the seat up, and so you know you always have to put it down? Or, you know, for you guys, are you grateful that she's always got her lipstick on when she kisses you goodbye, so you can tell your mates that your girlfriend and you had some hanky-panky that day? I don't know, what is it? Who cares what it is? Just find something you're grateful for. And if you were to find something you're grateful for each day, how would that change your relationship? How would that change how you be together? How would that change who you be as a person and what you're willing to contribute? You know, one of the things I've noticed in relationships is when people are sitting in judgment of their partner, they're not willing to contribute to their partner. They're not willing to contribute to their life because it may contribute to their partner. So if you're willing to contribute, if you're grateful for them and you're willing to contribute to them, to you, to the home, the household, like, how much different would your life be? Are you willing to choose it? And what if choosing that was just as simple as finding one thing each day that you were grateful for about them? Now, some of you might go, stuff you, Michelle, I'm gonna find 10 things a day. Or I'm going to be grateful for everything they do, good or bad. Choice. It's up to you. But if you are being grateful for your partner in this sexy little aeroplane shapes he does with his arms as he cruises around in the background of the video, how much different could your relationship be? So thanks for joining me here at Access UTV, and who knows what tomorrow's video will be. It's usually a spur of the moment thing. Something comes up in my world, something is showing up, and I go, I could make a video about that. So what tools and possibilities can show up, who knows? And thanks again for joining me here at Access UTV. What else is possible in your relationship if you add gratitude? Cheers.